Good morning, everyone. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. It's Alan with PDX Flips.
Found this box.
Hey, everyone. We just bought a storage unit for $710. Just bought a storage unit together. Let's go take a look and see what it
We
is.
spent $1,000.
Hello. We just bought a storage unit.
I'm really excited to see what's in this one.
Hey, everyone. We bought a storage unit for...
We spent $1,000 on this.
Hey, everyone. We just bought a storage unit for $1,500. Good morning, it's Alan with PDX Flips. It's about 8:30 in the morning on a Wednesday, April 29th, and I'm at the warehouse. I've got a busy day ahead of me. I'm going to be starting it off by doing my usual answering emails, accepting offers. I have 4 offers, and I think all 4 of them might be acceptable. And then I'm going to gather the rest of the orders. I had started over here last night. I'd gather some orders because right after I'm done here, I'm heading to the post office and then off to see Wade and Ashley. We're going to film that second unit, which is really going to be a really good one. So I'll try to do as much behind the scenes footage as I can of that. And actually, I wanted to talk about something that was kind of funny. So a couple days ago, I was talking about insurance and how I was rethinking my insurance process because I had not received an item not received claim in a long time. And wouldn't you know it, I got one yesterday.
I'm not sure how to help you with that.
Oh, there's Alexa. She wants to join in the conversation. So I got one yesterday, and I'd forgotten about it because I'd talked to the buyer. The buyer has been pretty cool and understandably disappointed that their item has never arrived, so they filed the claim. This was an insured item. It was a higher priced item. It was about $130, I think, a couple of books. And so, yeah, the process to file the claim definitely has changed with Pirate Ship. It was super easy. Took me all of about 2 minutes to do. I'm almost certain I'm going to get compensated on this one because it's an item that was never delivered. And I went ahead and was able to refund the buyer. So easy peasy. It definitely would fit in my thinking about metrics. I haven't made a final decision on it, but pretty sure I'm heading in that direction. So let me go ahead and do what I need to here. I'll show you the orders that came in after the orders I showed you yesterday, get them packed, shipped, and out to film. So be back very soon. Okay, that didn't take too long. Yes, I was able to accept 4 offers. 3 of them have already paid. I actually really like eBay's process now for accepting offers. The old way was very, very problematic. You could accept an offer, the buyer would have 4 days to pay. They may not pay, your item was stuck in limbo for that time. It really sucked as a seller. I think some buyers took advantage of the process, keeping your item off the market. I'm sure that I feel like that definitely happened on some of the more obscure items. But the current process, most eBay buyers now have their credit card information on file. So offers are done mostly in real time. And in cases where that's not on file, what eBay will do is the item is not officially sold until it's been paid. So you can accept an offer from somebody. They can be slow on finalizing that offer. Somebody else can go in and sell the item. And that's happened a few times. And the buyer's pretty annoyed at this, but that's just the process. And I personally like it. It's not yours till you paid for it. So here's what's sold. This is 2 days worth of orders because I didn't get to the post office because of all the filming yesterday, but here goes. This first item is actually a 15-pound box of PC games and sold for $150. So I'm really happy about that. Some books. There's a harmonica. The harmonica sold for, I think that sold for $25. So there's one of the movies from that movie lot. Of course, another Warhammer and movie book, video game guide. There's a Shohei Ohtani rookie card. This is part of that box I went through of stuff at home. I think this one, I took an offer of $115 on this card. This is a base card, so that's kind of insane. And a base card means nothing special. So there is a big figure, some books, more books. There's a book lot over there. This is pretty cool over here. This is a Winnie the Pooh. It's the R. John Wright collection. Got a storage unit. Let me open this up. And it's upside down, but you can see it's Tigger. limited authentication. Did so well with that unit. This stuff, let's see what this sold for $165. So I've sold a lot of really high-end stuff. I even sold a $1,000 item from this collection. There's a video game, more movies, there's some books. This is some used tapes, and see if I can find this on here, but yeah, it's not showing. I must have sold this yesterday, and I don't remember offhand what it sold for. I'll see if I can find it. There we go. So for $30 for 5 tapes, so not too bad. And this was the big sale. I had mentioned this a few days ago. A signed pair of shoes by NBA Hall of Famer John Stockton. And I got this out of a unit. Paid $700 for that unit. These sold for $375, and I've sold lots of other things from that unit too. So that unit turned out to be really good. I took an offer on this. They'd been listed for a while. I'm happy to move them, and with not a whole lot in on them, $375 is a pretty good sale. Okay, I'm gonna get everything packed as fast as I can because, as I said earlier, I still need to head out to the warehouse to meet up with Wade and Ashley and film. So that'll be what's next, me at the warehouse or at the storage facility. Well, change of plans for today, and in this business, that's the way it goes. Sometimes things change pretty quickly. There was a change in Wade's schedule and availability. We talked about it, and since we have the place rented out for the next unit for a full month, and we're only a few days into that, it seemed like postponing it would be just fine. From my perspective, I've got so much I want to do around here, which I wasn't going to be able to do today and possibly tomorrow. That gives me a bit of free time. I have a tremendous amount of stuff I received here yesterday. I showed it in yesterday's video. That's going to be good for local auction, and I want to get more lots listed for that. I'd love to get 100 lots this time around. I certainly have the inventory to do so I'll be working on that today. I have more of the media stuff I want to list, and just general listing and promoting. So that's the plan for today, and I'll bring you with me no matter what I do. But yeah, it looks like I'm not going to be going out to film that unit today. Okay, it's around 10:30 a.m. I'm done with the packing. I actually had an unexpected trip out. It appeared that my mother-in-law was having some sort of medical issue. We have a caregiver that stays with her, and so I got a message. So I went over there and checked on her, and I think she's okay. I mean, considering everything, I think she's doing pretty well. So it didn't require like taking her to the hospital, although we're gonna get a doctor's appointment for her and get her checked out by her doctor. I did get to stop and get myself a coffee, so that's pretty good. As I said, I'm done with the packing, and I just need to go to the post office. But I think what I'll do is since it's only 10:30, I'll wait a couple of hours. Maybe I'll be ready for another cup of coffee around then. And in the meantime, I'm going to get to work on listing. Let me show you a couple of things first. So I'm looking at some eBay metrics, and if you've been listening to me since I really began this earlier this month, and I should say one more thing. I'm at 516 subscribers. Yay! Thank you everyone who subscribed. I will do this daily. The only time it may not be daily is if I'm not in the warehouse to work. I've got a lot of time away over the next few weeks, but I'm still going to try to do as much as I can. But let me get back to those metrics. And the thing that really stood out to me is the listing impressions. I am down versus the prior 30 days, 31.8%. That's huge. My listing views are down 7.1%, and even my quantity sold is down 20.3%. I don't like any of those numbers. I particularly don't like the impressions and listing views, because without that, how can I convert sales if I'm not getting listings? So what can you do on eBay? Well, there's a couple of factors here, but I think a bunch of them are external. One, I do promote my listings. I have a flat rate promotion. I think it's 2.2%, 2.1%. You know, we live in a world of pay to play, and there's a lot of controversy about whether you should pay for this. Basically, by promoting your listing, you're supposed to be getting better performance in the search engine. Your listings will be seen by more people, and I'm sure that part is true. But it feels like eBay, to increase their income, is, instead of trying to reach out, I mean, I'm sure they're doing this to try to get more buyers and sellers, but existing sellers are an easy market. And if you go check out the Facebook groups and read about what especially part-time hobby or new sellers write about, eBay puts these ridiculous suggestions of what sellers should promote their listings at, and you're giving up an extra percentage to eBay. It's already incredibly expensive to sell on eBay. You're generally paying about 13-14%, and that's on the sales price, the shipping costs, the sales tax. It adds up pretty quickly, and I'm promoting at 2% just because I believe it's going to give me extra traffic. It's worth giving up 2% to get that extra traffic, although this past month I'm not sure I'm getting my money's worth on that. But some sellers, they'll be like writing a message in some of the Facebook groups like, eBay is so expensive, I can't believe I sold an item for $100 and I'm only getting $27 off that sale. And part of it is they're offering free shipping on an item and paying all the fees on that, but then they're promoting their listing at absurd rates of 10, 15, maybe even 20%. And yeah, the item's sold, but if you're giving up 75% in shipping and fees, you're not doing it correctly. But I'm concerned about that dip of 31.8%. There have been this week has been a week of a lot of problems on eBay. They've had a DNS attack, denial of service, where it's been really hard for sellers. I've had issues with all parts of the platform because of this, and things are still not as responsive as I would like them to be. But it's more than that. It's also, you know, the fact that fuel is very expensive, inflation concerns, the uncertainty. We live in a time of uncertainty as far as economics go, and that affects people buying things online. And so I'm only hoping that that gets a little bit better. Well, let me go show you what's going out today. Okay, this is what's going out today. So not too bad. And this is what I'll be working on today. I want to get a bunch more of these media items listed. I've sold several of them, and so they're always good sellers. And I was showing you this yesterday. It's items that we've gotten from a storage unit like a couple weeks ago. And I think that there's a lot of stuff here that's like got boxes. These are large Home Depot boxes. And I think there's just going to be a decent amount of stuff in here that's, I like this over here, actually. I might like this for myself. That's going to go well in the local auction. So I'll list local auction today. I'll list media. I'll try to get some more over here. We've pretty much kept this table mostly cleared off. So yeah, it's going to be a working day at the warehouse. It's 10:30. Again, I'm probably going to go out in a couple hours to the post office. So I'll try to get a bunch done before then. I've got one bookcase over here. It's the one right behind me. It's not very full, so I plan on filling that with local auction items and maybe even go to another bookcase as well. So yeah, let's get that going, because the local auction is going to end it's Tuesday, so 12 days. But I have all of next week. I will not be able to list anything for the local auction. So I've got to get everything listed by Friday, because once Friday comes along, I'm probably not going to be able to do anything for this current auction. It'll all be for the following auction. So let's get to work. Well, it's about 12:15 now. I've been working on mostly the local auctions, but some of the stuff actually is good eBay inventory. So yeah, here's a picture of what I've listed so far today. Some things already have some bids, so even a couple of games up here too. Yeah, I plan on running out of space because I've got one more shelf below me, but I got other shelves that I'll be able to put things on. So I'll stick around here for a few minutes more. Still gonna head to the post office around 12:30, and then from there come back and work on some of the media. So yeah, it's been quiet so far today, but pretty nice day. See you soon. Hey everyone, it's about 7:30 p.m. and as you can tell, I'm back at the home office. Today is a good example of not going to plan. My original plan was to head out with Wade and Ashley and film the unit. Their schedule changed and that got postponed probably till after we get back from the Los Angeles trip. I think I'd mentioned earlier in the video, it's been a long day already, that I went to check on my mother-in-law who was having some issues. She got her doctor's appointment and then she ended up in the ER. She's okay. She's back home and she's gonna be okay. But I essentially spent 5 hours in the ER today, so didn't get nearly as much work done as I wanted to. I did, excuse me. I did get some local listing done, a few items listed, but today was kind of a black hole of work progress. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Go in. Also, the other thing I was talking about earlier was, listings viewing being down on eBay, and I think my eBay is in a coma today. I think I might have 2 sales since I went to the post office this morning, which is terrible. But it happens. It's kind of crazy. You can go from a 4-figure day to a 2-figure day, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So yeah, tomorrow I'll get some more done. I want to get some more local listing and other listings. Who knows? I know Wade's having a Whatnot auction tomorrow, so maybe I'll crash that party and help him with that. So if I do that, I'll get you some behind the scenes views on that as well, because that's always kind of crazy and fun to be a part of those auctions. So yeah, that's it from me today. Hopefully I'll have a much more productive day tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. And oh, by the way, I think my subscriber count is, when I was posting this last night, I was very close to breaking 500. And I think last time I looked, I'm at 577, which is crazy to get so many subscribers in a day. And I have Wade to thank for that. He's doing as much as he can to promote this. So that's awesome. Hopefully, those that subscribe will stick around and get lots of useful information and some fun behind the scenes stuff, because yeah, there's lots that happens behind the scenes. So have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow.